You know what time it is when I wear this scarf, right? It's the red, white, and blue colors of the Dutch national flag. And this is time for my segment. Paul pronounces Dutch words and names the way a Dutchman would pronounce them. Listen to what I say, the way a Dutchman would pronounce them. I don't say every Dutchman, I point at myself because it's the way I speak personally and professionally, because maybe you didn't know that. I had a career in Dutch radio and television where, amongst other things, I was an announcer and a presenter, and they pay close attention to the way you pronounce things. At least that was when I was active in broadcasting. Standards may change a little bit here and there. You know, the shitification of the national media is an ongoing phenomenon. Anyway, what I decided to do today is help those expats that have made the move to the Netherlands, the American expats who are learning Dutch. And I've listened to your pronunciation of Dutch and I applaud you for trying to learn Dutch and get as close to the Dutch pronunciation as you can based on the knowledge that you have. But I noticed that you're making some basic mistakes. I mean, they're not really mistakes because I don't think you do them on purpose, but you mispronounce certain words. And once you start pronouncing these words in a more Dutch way, you'll become more intelligible and it's easier to communicate. You will sound more like a Dutch person, like you're already at home. You want to feel at home, you need to speak the language. And the closer you get to speaking like a Dutchman, the easier it probably will be for people to understand you. So I looked at some basic words that I've heard you say in your videos on social media. And I'm going to repeat them back to you the way I hear you say them. And it may sound like I'm making fun of you, but I'm not. I'm just here to help you, not to embarrass you, okay? So I'm going to say the words like you say them, and I'm going to offer the Dutch alternative the way a Dutchman would say them. So the first one is a breakfast item. Breakfast item, and you know what Dutch love most of all? Cheese sandwiches, right? Or otherwise known as broodje kaas. Broodje, it's a sandwich, and kaas is cheese. So broodje kaas, but most Americans will say broodje kaas. Broodje kaas. Let's start with cheese first, okay? It's not kaas, but kaas. Look at my mouth. Kaas. Kaas. Kaas comes from the back of the throat almost. And I open my mouth as wide as I can. Ah, kaas. That's the energy you have to put into your double A. It's not kas, because kas means greenhouse in Dutch, by the way. Kaas means cheese. So when we say cheese in Dutch, we say kaas. Unless you're taking a picture. Then we say cheese probably. Kaas. So it's broodje, not broodje. Brrr, there's that rolling R. Broodje, not oo, but O. When you see the double O in Dutch, it's an O. It's wide open almost as the ah. Oh, a little bit more round around the lips. Oh, oh my goodness. Broodje. Tje. Not je, but tje. Broodje. Broodje. Say it with me. Broodje kaas. Broodje kaas. The best thing you can start your day with is a broodje kaas. And what kaas do you have? It's not a Gouda kaas. Nee, it's Gouda. Gouda. I have a tutorial about the harsh G. Somewhere in the archives. You can look it up if you like to. But it's Gouda. Ow, 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 ow. Gouda. Not Gouda, but Gouda. Gouda. Yes, I'm exaggerating. Nobody talks like this. But I want you to get the point, okay? And if I exaggerate it gets through to your brain. It makes it easier. Why am I talking like Mickey Mouse? I don't know. Gouda. Op een broodje kaas. Now, there's a common mispronunciation of the word dike. It's not dike, it's dijk. Dijk. Next month is the month of May. The month of May. Not mooi, not dijk, but May en dijk. Kijk, look, kijk naar de dijk in mei. Look at the dike in May. Kijk naar de dijk in mei. Kijk naar de dijk in mei. Say it with me. Kijk naar de dijk in mei. That was easy, wasn't it? I don't think it was easy because, you know, as a Dutchman learning English, my big challenge with the TH, like as in thorn or the or that, you know, I couldn't say, I would say torn or this and that instead of the. I had to learn that and I had to practice it many times over, but eventually I think I mastered it. don't I? So when I don't say themselves anymore, I say themselves. It can be done. Use the parrot method. Just parrot me, okay? That's totally fine. Nobody's around to watch you. Kijk naar de dijk in mei en eet een broodje kaas met gouda kaas op het broodje. You understood that, didn't you? Kudos to you. Let's talk about some Dutch painters. Oh my gosh. It's not Van Gogh, Vincent van Gogh. It's Van Gogh, not Van, but Van. Van. Van en dan Gogh. Gogh. Vincent van Gogh. The people in the south tend to have a soft G and they say Van Gogh. If you want to use that, if that's easy to do, you can do that. I say Van Gogh or Van Gogh, whatever is easiest. Vincent van Gogh, and we have another famous painter, Rembrandt van Rijn. Rembrandt van Rijn. He was not called Rembrandt. Rembrandt was his first name. His last name was Van, not Van, van Rijn, of the Rhine. Rembrandt, think of the toothpaste in America, Rembrandt van Rijn. Rembrandt van Rijn en Vincent van Gogh. Vincent van Gogh. Cool, right? Well, we're on a roll. Let's go to beer. You want to talk about beer? Pilsner. It's not Heineken, it's Heineken. Heineken. Heerlijk helder Heineken was a slogan. Heineken, it's a last name. A guy who started the whole thing, his name is Freddie Heineken. Heineken, not Heineken, but Heineken. It's not Amstel either, it's Amstel. Amstel. As in Amsterdam, not Amsterdam, but Amsterdam. I drink Heineken en Amstel in Amsterdam. Ik drink, you understood that, right? Ik is me, I. Ik drink Heineken en Amstel in Amsterdam. I think you understood the Dutch word, right? You have a broodje kaas, Gouda kaas. En ik drink bier, Heineken en Amstel in Amsterdam. You're doing so well, it's so easy. Maybe your waiter was a guy called Jeroen. No, he's not Jeroen, he's Jeroen. Jeroen. Ooh. Oh, he is ooh in Dutch most of the time. Jeroen. Or maybe your waiter was called Joost. Not Joost, but Joost. Double O's. Oh, Joost. Maybe you're on a tourist trip and you want to see the flower bulbs. You go to the Keukenhof. Not Keukenhof or whatever you try to call it. Keukenhof. Keukenhof. Keuken. If you speak French, think of the French word for I. Keukenhof. Keukenhof. Not hof of hof. Keukenhof. Ik ga naar de Keukenhof. I'm going to the Keukenhof. Let's end on another boozy note. Let's try this. A famous vodka from the Dutch nation would be Ketel One, not Kettle One, but Ketel One. A-E-A. Ketel One. Ketel One, not Kettle One, but Ketel. Ketel One. The last one is a brand of liqueurs to make all kinds of delicious drinks, and they're called Bols. Bols. Wrongly pronounced as balls. Balls. No, it's not balls, it's balls. 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 O. Not A, but O. Balls. I hope this was useful and / entertaining. Watch it again if you want to repeat after me. Be a parrot for a day. That's so much fun. And you'll notice that the more you do it, the easier it gets. I know you will master this because you're good at this. You already made the big step to come to the Netherlands and you want to become more like a Dutch person. So start talking like a Dutch person. Don't be afraid to embarrass yourself because, we applaud you for learning our language and we encourage you. So if you have a Dutchman trying to speak English to you because they hear vague English accent, encourage them to speak Dutch and practice Dutch with you and correct you in a nice way, of course, but teach you how to pronounce the language and you'll be much appreciated. I guarantee it. Have a great day. Tot ziens. Bye-bye. Have the balls to do it, by the way.